Go! Go! Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the final stream of the week. I am back with a bit of change to plans. I was gonna farm, today no matter what, but because I couldn't stream on Friday and because I didn't, play FGO yesterday either, I decided I'm just gonna farm. Yeah. Because I need to catch up. I haven't done really much at all. I haven't really spent any apples offline. Besides, doing the first clears of these nodes and then trying to come up with some kind of a comp to farm 90 plus plus. Although, yeah, the new one is definitely pretty hard to do. Yeah, but I might stick with it anyway. We might do a bit of challenge quest today as well. We'll see. I've only cleared the first one so far because that was on stream, the Li Shuwen one. But besides that, yeah, I haven't looked at any of the other ones yet. So, we might take some breaks here and there to maybe do a little bit of those as well. Otherwise, hopefully it's going to be a nice and chill Sunday to, close off this week. That's the plan at least. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Probably a normal week next week. I don't assume anything is going to happen on Monday or Tuesday for NA or JP. As far as I know. So yeah, we're probably gonna just have a normal Wednesday to Sunday week next week. Again, you can probably expect to see mostly farming though, because how should I say it? The later we get into the event, the more farming there is to be done, if that makes sense. That's how I always feel about it anyway. I'm still thinking if I want to do like a really long stream for like towards the end of the event, but yeah, I don't know yet. I'll think about it. When is 5.5 coming out? It's earliest is like the 19th, right? Because that's when they have a stream. Pretty sure that's like the earliest it could happen. And according to one post I saw, it was quoted that 5.5 is how should I say it? It's planned for late November. So 19th is like the earliest. I'm guessing it's a few days after that for like a Monday or a Wednesday release, because the stream itself is on like Saturday and nothing ever gets released on Saturday. So I'm guessing it's either the Monday or this Wednesday after that. We shall see. But next week is probably pretty dead on it, if I had to guess. We'll see. Where is the Toman? He's around. I might even use a bit some challenge quest stuff today, if there is a good opportunity for that. Oh yes, indeed. Oh my god, the contrast between volumes is real. It's like the most quiet song I've ever heard. Daryl, Jesus Christ. Your video is like negative 100 decibels. We're gonna have to bump this to like max volume to hear anything. Probably should have checked that beforehand. But oh well. So yeah, we should be good to go, right? Oh yeah. Oh yes, indeed. Alright. Let's see here. Wrong layout. Great start. I always click with my wrong layouts. Okay. Here we go. So again, I haven't really spent any apples offline, but I did try to make a comp for this node work, and I did actually get one CE drop while I was doing so, so I'm now up to 2 drops, which is still like laughably low, you know, and my box count is like, it's like barely at 10. So, yeah. Pretty behind, but it's okay. It's not like I farm as much in JP as I do in NA anyway, but I still want to farm a lot because again, whenever we have an opportunity like this, where JP and NA lotteries don't overlap, I can actually put a bit more effort into farming JP because otherwise I'd probably, you know, put more focus on NA. Also, Otto, thanks for the 4-month resub. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Go Gang. So yeah, I'm gonna be very dehydrated today because one, I had like the most saltiest pizza known to man earlier today, and then like less than an hour ago, I was still in the sauna, so it like drains my body of all the liquids. Don't get any weird ideas, okay? You know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna be thirsty as a motherfucker, and again, don't get weird ideas about I know these can be taken out of context. I'm literally meaning it in the literal sense, not in the figurative, okay? So you know, okay. So yes, it's one of those days. Feeling pretty dehydrated. Also, Tare, thanks for the 2 years, man. The 2 year. Welcome back to the Go Gang. Thanks so much. Enjoy the new badge. Again, still haven't sadly heard from my artist yet. But I did, you know, poke her a little bit to ask for a status update yesterday. But yeah, we'll see. I do want to get that new badge out and the new emote out as soon as possible. Hey Quang, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back to the Go Gang. Alrighty then. So yeah, I can't really run 6 slot. It's like, pretty sure it's like impossible for me to run it consistently. Even this comp is a 5 slot, and it's not like super consistent. I will have to actually change what I do in these runs depending on my face card. So it's like one of those things. And if I get really unlucky with face cards, it's definitely not gonna 3-turn. So, yeah, but this is what I came up with, basically. I mean, yeah, for people cold that don't have, like, the most impressive DPS farmers out there, meaning, like, probably MP5 and Grails and Gold Foes on the best ones possible, 6-slotting this for 3 turns without a damage CE is basically impossible, right? Yeah. This is one of the hardest 90++ nodes they have ever released for at least efficiency farming wise, because the event doesn't even have damage bonuses for anyone besides that CE. And again, if you want to run 6 slot, you can't run that. So yeah, too much Kubik yesterday causing you to be behind a lot of farming schedule. It actually did, yeah. I actually was gonna farm a little bit yesterday, but I was too focused on the Kuming, so I said fuck it. And yeah, now we're here, I guess. All right. Let's see. The ideal here is that I don't want to see any as less or as least Ibuki cards on wave 1 as possible. That's the ideal. Only having one here is great, because that basically fulfills that quota.
Then you should know what it means.
So it gives me a much better chance to 3-turn this.
To the Duchess of the Romanov, just kidding. Don't be so already satisfied.
Alright, do it. Thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back to the game. Here I'm not using the Castoria batteries because I actually need those stars over the refund here, believe it or not. Because I'm gonna be using some face cards in the next wave.
Yo.
Well, normally it's not that difficult, Tyron, but yeah, I guess. A solitude. 30 months though. Thank you so much. Big ass resub. Welcome back to the Go Gang. Enjoy your new badge. Yeah, this should be pretty fun. So now I have a good chunk of stars, huh? Yeah, now I can clap. Clap rolled here with just face cards. If needed, I would use Anastasia MP here if I have more face cards towards the last wave, but, you know, it's nice if I can save her MP here to make this a bit easier. Obviously, there's more RNG, because I'd like to land the Arts Res down from her MP to Charlie, but again... Oh, I actually landed. I was about to wait for it to miss. He tends to resist it quite often. It's nice to be able to land that. It makes it a bit more easier to clear. And yeah, they brought a new banner for this event featuring him, I suppose. And like, you know, the other paladins we have. So that was a 3-turn clear. I feel like most of the time this will 3-turn. But sometimes it might not. But at least I don't have an Oberon in this squad, so, you know, even if I commit to the big MP, no one's gonna get slept, and then it's gonna take, like, many more turns to clear. It should be at most a 4-turn if everything goes fine, as long as I don't just, you know, completely mess up my button presses. I would say, I mean, so far I haven't actually failed any 3 turns yet called, but I haven't done many runs either, so the sample size isn't that big. I've done, like, less than 10 runs with this. So far it's 100% for 3-turn, but again, I'm pretty sure there can be situations, like if I get 5 Ibuki cards on wave 1, it's gonna be really bad, needless to say. But yeah, so far not too bad. We'll definitely increase the sample size today. But I guess it's nice in a way that it's not an Oberon comp. And the only impressive unit here is my Anastasia, who's not even the main DPS. So yeah, it's something, I guess, you know. What does the blue apple do? It's 40 AP. The difference is that you make them, basically. You convert 40 AP into 1 blue apple, which restores 40 AP. So basically, whenever there's like downtime and there's like no events going or whatever, and you don't feel like using your AP, or you want better value for your AP, you can just make a blue apple instead, and then use it later when it has better AP or value, like a lottery event that we're looking at right now. So it's much better to use here. Now this is really awkward. I already had 2 of Ibuki Busters in the last wave, and now I get her other cards, but the problem is I don't have a Buster lead here. But I might still be unable to do enough. This is gonna be close though. This is a tight one. I should maybe just, you know, use Anastasia's MP here, but I don't know. This is pretty tricky. This is the worst situation so far. Man, I'm not sure if this is enough damage. The art is gonna hit hard, but I'm not sure if it's hard enough without the Buster lead. It's definitely not, is it? Oh, it is! Oh, thank God, dude. Oh my God, that was so close. Okay, it's still enough. It's scary, though. It's scary. But it's still cleared, yeah. All those arts buffs are really paying dividends here. There you go. But yeah, as you can see, sometimes you can fuck it up, I guess. You're 100% though? So, for now. If only Charlie was Earth attribute, this would be so much easier. It would be so much easier. Because then Ibuki would get her damage mod from the MP. As is, she doesn't get it, so, you know, it's a bit tricky. And I tried running this with Oberon instead of Anastasia, like full-on Ibuki does all the deeps. That way she can MP a lot more, but I noticed that it's actually less damage for the 3rd wave. Charlie lives with like 200k HP at least from her Oberon buffed MP. So I feel like this one might be a little bit more consistent. And also I get to bond up Anastasia, which I guess is a nice bonus. Why would I use Morgan here instead? Why would I use Morgan here instead? I don't get it. Why would I use Morgan here? Instead of my Ibuki, who does way more damage. If NA is gonna have dead week for a bit, am I gonna stream JP entirely during that time? Yeah, probably. We'll see though. Yeah, Morgan doesn't have her bonus here either. So she's just flat out less damage in this comp. And with my copy as well, who is only MP1, so... yeah, she would do like terrible damage here, I'm not gonna lie. He has extra damage against man, but Charlie is star. It doesn't. The other targets don't really matter, to be honest. Charlie is the problem. He's a guy with 800k HP. Okay, he's star attribute, so no Morgan nor Ibuki gets a damage bonus. So it is what it is. Kinda annoying, but oh well. So even Gilgamesh is ineffective here. Well, most star servants are. Star doesn't always equal immune to Animalish damage. But, yeah, most of the time it does. I don't know if Charlie is in that category. Who knows, though? I have no idea. Most likely he does. Even Gil doesn't get the bonus damage then, right? Wait, no one is man here, really? Well, then that Tyrant was just talking about from his ass then. Okay. Wow. Will Say work? Does she get any damage bonus to Charlie? If not, you will need a very impressive copy. Yeah, okay, no, then yeah, you will need a really impressive Say to make her work here. Yeah, that's man bonus too. A neutral. Wait, I assume Charlie is maybe lawful good. I'm gonna check. I assume he would be lawful good. Yeah, he's lawful good, so you don't get any damage bonus with Say either. Dude, he's like the saber that dodges all the, Berserker and Archer bonuses. Apparently, the one that works is Zenobia, though, because she has King bonus, and that at least applies. But again, I'm pretty sure, unless you have, like, a really impressive Zenobia, even then you need crazy numbers, right? So, yeah. Yeah, and Bradamante will probably, be pretty bad of a match in the final wave against her. That is true. Well, so far I'm 330 with this, even though, yes, it's not 6 slots, but, apparently, according to math that Plushie made, based on some runs, 5 slotting this final node is still more efficient than 6 slotting the 90 plus node. I'm just gonna believe him on that, so I'm gonna keep running this. Yeah, no kidding, Hibiko. These are so brutal as nodes. This is like the hardest lottery farming has been in years. Yeah, Alex, how's it going? I mean, yeah, 90 plus is definitely way less, brain cell usage. You're right on that. So if you don't want to think, then yeah, by all means, be a little bit less efficient, but no need to actually use your brain. So sometimes it is the attractive option, yeah. You want your 3rd C drop? How many boxes are you in copy? I assume you would be pretty deep at this point, because JP is your main, right? 53, okay. So only 2 drops at that point? That's kind of bad. I mean, I'm sure you don't need me to tell that. Like, I'm in like 10 boxes and I already have 2 drops. I guess I'm fairly lucky in that sense. Oh no, what is... Oh, I have to use her MP here. But this is fine, right? Because I should have at least 2 Ibuki cards on the final wave. So using... This is the other scenario that can happen. But this is also fine. Because I don't need Anastasia MP if I have a nice Ibuki Brave Chain for the final wave. So even this should be fine, theoretically. A bit of an overkill with the Brave Chain, I guess. I only need like one card maybe. Oh, I guess she refunds anyway with the arts card in this case, but you know, sometimes the MP can just kill, I guess, so. But yeah, I'm gonna not use her MP here and test out my theory that Ibuki Brave Chain should be good here. I'm almost tempted to not use the arts card here to see if I can do it without an arts card in the Brave Chain if I don't have Anastasia MP. That might be a tough one. That might be tough. But since we also have Mighty Chains, I'm actually gonna try without the arts card just to see. I wanna know in case this situation happens where, you know, you don't have that arts card or Anastasia MP. It is gonna be rare, but it can happen, so I might as well see it now. Because he has a lot of HP here, right? Yeah, that's a lot of HP, so let's see. Oh, and you whiffed the crit? Oh, in that case, it's definitely not enough. Oh, was that like a 90% whiff? Oh my god, bro. Was that a 90% whiff? Dude, are you kidding me? And then, is that a... Wait, how big is his invul? It's a 2-hitter. Oh my god, that's triggering, man. Okay. Oh, was it 60%? Okay, never mind then. Never mind. Then it's not that bad. Okay. Well, if I used the arts card, it would have been fine, because that was 100% too, but... You know, I had to know. So if you don't have an arts card, you do need both of the other cards to crit to even have a chance to clear. Oh my god, I got another drop. Like literally earlier today, I did these first clears and I was trying to do my comp and I got a drop randomly on the handful of runs that I did. So this is like a handful of runs later since I got my second drop. So I guess I'm fairly lucky with drops. Like 3 in like 10 or so boxes. That's kind of nuts. Well, that's gonna help for sure to catch up a little bit. Still away from my first MLB though, but you know, I'm getting there. Sorry about that, copy. Oh yeah, Ibuki MP removes defensive buffs before damage. I forgot about that. You're right. Well, is this bump of chicken? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, this is the Grand Blue song, right? Okay. Pretty good stuff. Yahoo! What MP level is my Ibuki Summer? She is MP2 with just 1k foes and level 90. That's it. So she's a fairly standard one, I would say. Not like a really unrealistic one. Sure, it's MP2, but yeah, you know, not like a really impressive Ibuki when you think about it. Also max skills as well, obviously. That's a given. Alright, here I can just do face cards easily. I mean, honestly, Jax, I feel like saying MP2 is kind of standard when you think about the best farmers in the game. A lot of people will go for the MP2s on the best of the best. It's just a fact, you know? And she is definitely among the best of the best, so, you know. I feel like saying it's kind of standard is not like super unrealistic. And it's not even whales. That's what I'm saying, Jax. It's not just whales. A lot of free-to-play people would go for MP2 Space Stars, Summer Kabas, Morgans, and Summer Ibukis, etc., you know? Depending on which one they like the most or something. I mean, I agree, Jax. I agree. That's beside my point, yeah. It's fine. Like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend rolling for gameplay anyway, but a lot of people do, and that's fine. I'm just saying it's a thing that happens, so, you know. That's why I can kind of say standard.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Obviously, if you had like a really impressive copy here, maybe with some grails and gold foes as well, I should probably also level up the damage. See, that would help too. You could probably just do this easily with Ibuki, but you need a really impressive copy. like a level 100 MP3 at least 2k foes, then you can swap Anastasia to like Oberon, and she would probably just clear everything with just MPs alone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at that point you would be able to do that. Do I think MP2 is better than MP1 with golden foes and Grail to 100? I don't know actually how the math goes there. That's a good question though. I feel like they're pretty close. MP2 is a big jump from 1, obviously, but if that's compared to like 10 extra levels and 2k foes, I feel like MP2 might still be better. I don't know actually. I never actually researched that math. It could be either way, but I'm thinking maybe MP2 is still better. No, I mean, I was never watching it from there anyway, Ryan. I had the episodes myself, so it's fine. It's fine. Just wondering why I need to farm. Well, I don't really need to, but I always want to. It's nice to be able to, you know, have all these resources at hand when I do want to max stuff. And also, I do want to max stuff right now as well, after I do some farming. It's not just future-proofing, it's also, you know, current stuff. Ooh, it's an interesting hand again. Let's see how the stars here go. Yeah, this should be enough, right? Because the arts is guaranteed to crit, I'm pretty sure. And let's see. Last time it was enough with Castoria lead, and it was... Oh my god, I missed the 90 again! What is this game, dude? Are you seeing this shit? Bruh. I mean, I didn't need it, apparently, but man, that's so triggering. It's so triggering. Like, I just want to see my waifu do, like, a big slam, but it's like, bonk, fucking non-crit 90%. Suck by that, dude. Even if it doesn't matter, it still hurts me, okay? You thought there was a good mat to farm this Lotto? I mean, some of them are certainly good, like proofs, for instance. A lot of people will need that. It's one of the most commonly used ones. Hey Zenny, how's it going?
This right here is
I missed another crit.
So that fulfills this two, which
Okay.
would leave these open. So there you go.
What the fuck do you
Cool.
mean?
Was that a 90 too? Wait, was that a 90 as well? No. Wait, how much was that crit? That wasn't a 92 as well. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Was it actually 90 as well? Are you kidding me? Wait, are you actually kidding me? Did I miss both 90s in a row? Oh my god. Is that the price I pay for those CE drops? Okay. That's pretty wild stuff, bud. Thanks for the bits, Keisha. Fucking 90, dude. Yeah, I've been making blue apples a lot of the times in JP when there's no like events ongoing, Nokith, so, you know, I've accumulated some. It's better to bake them for stuff like this, if anything. You're so sleepy today? I mean, same. After the sauna, I'm always like super sleepy because it's so relaxing, basically. Even when you're inside, you can like fall asleep. Even if it's like super hot. It's just something about it that's very sleepy. Like, this is an ideal hand as hell. Like, it's 4 Castoria cards. The only better hand would be 5 Castoria cards here. It's like as close to good as it gets. And it's the weakest Anastasia card, aka the second worst servant here. So yeah, this is a great starting hand for this comp. I mean, yeah, if my Ibuki wasn't MP2 here, Jackie, this would not be a very consistent comp. It's still not, like, insanely consistent, but it would be much worse if she was MP1. I would have to figure out something else. Or at that point, I might just be running 90+, because it might be a bit too unrealistic to maybe run something that's fairly workable here. Yeah, I noticed the wiki hasn't updated the any info about the challenge quests, because I opened the tab in prep of for today, because you know I might do some of them, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to see what's up, and I was like, okay, there's no info whatsoever. So yeah, I guess they're busy farming or something. Oh my god, Jesus, cold. I'm gonna have to request you to not. Okay, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, like, are you actually just trying to find the loudest versions of the song? Is every single time, dude. I mean, it's a good song though. I like this song, but man, I feel like at this point you're just trying to you go through all of the versions they have in SoundCloud. I mean, I know it's SoundCloud, yes, and it gets louder usually than YouTube, yes, but I feel like you're just like there might be multiple versions in SoundCloud and you're like listening to them on your own and you're like, "Oh, this is the loudest one. I'm going to pick this one." I don't know why. It just feels like that to me, considering they're always the loudest things, even though some other people request SoundClouds as well. Alright. Goddamn, I was not ready for that. Interesting. Sound loud, yeah, there you go. What do you think of Muramasa compared to Space Star farming in CQ wise? I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure how much I would use Muramasa outside of, you know, Lancer farming. I bet you could. But I don't know, I'd probably use Space Star more myself. Hard to say, I don't actually know how their numbers compare. I've never really done that comparison. But Muramasa is pretty good for challenge quest stuff as well, because he has really good crit potential, unlike Space Star who has like 0 crit potential. So in CQ, Space Star is all about the MP spam. There really isn't much else. The extra can do a little bit of damage as well with good Brave Chains, but that's mostly it. You're just going to be spamming that MP, which can obviously be very effective as well. But Muramasa has his MP spam, and then he has some juicy ass crits too. So, you know, that's kind of nice. Oh no, I did the wrong thing. I was supposed to use your battery here. Well, it's not a big amount. It's like 10 less stars next wave. So it's hopefully not a big difference, but... Oh. Let's see. Fish star on numbers him a bit. He checked out of curiosity. Well, there you go. He does have the higher attack and a better class modifier as well, I suppose, for neutral stuff. Oh, this hand is pretty sus. Let's see. Can I get that to crit? Oh, I can. Yes, sir. Okay, this is fun. That one card should be enough here, especially because apparently I can just mighty chain this. This would be even more consistent if she had 3 arts cards, right? Still not bad though. So far the only time I failed the 3 turn is when I actually went with worse cards. But yeah, sometimes that situation is a forced one, and then you can't miss the crits if you don't have the arts or Anastasia MP as well. Do you have any predictions for Thanksgiving besides Arturia? Well, Arturia seems to be very likely, considering KR got that random ass banner, and we didn't, so it's looking very likely for her to be in Thanksgiving. Did I miss? How high was that crit this time? I swear, dude, I can't land a single one that's not 100%. How high was that this time? I don't know, maybe it was a low one. It could have been a low one too. I don't pay attention to that, honestly, but yeah. Oh, that was a 50? Okay, then he's not that bad. Okay. Still can't hit anything that's not 100% though, regardless. I wish Saber, Ada, and Kala were in the same banner. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I know Bazab wants that as well, for the record. But oh well. Want to make another wrong prediction? Yeah, I think I'm done making Thanksgiving predictions after the Gilgamesh one. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm retired. You want Okitana and Anase win? I mean, I want Okitana as well, so yeah, it's nice. She's my biggest target of all the future servants. Yeah, Ana is on drop C, non-MLB drop C, so it's pretty shitty. Her numbers are just pretty damn good, so yeah. She's one of the hardest hitting archers. I mean, mine is honestly a very impressive one because she's level 100 MP5 2k foe, but you know, still, she's like on the top side of the single target archer damage, for MP at least. Alright, this time I think I'm gonna use her MP here. How many boxes did I get so far? I'm just above 10 right now, I think. Something like that. I opened like 5 boxes, like just under 5 to get the damage C MLB. And after that, I have now like 4 or 5k tickets. So maybe 14, 15 boxes. I don't know. Maybe a bit more. I think it's less than 20 though, for sure. So yeah, now I didn't get the Ana MP, but this should be fine with the hand, right? Yeah, this is totally fine. Let's see, now I can't miss the crits. Easy. Are you doing the lead challenge quest, Tyrant? Yeah, that was an interesting one. You kind of want to go fast, but at the same time, if you go fast, he becomes a bit scary as well, honestly. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. And it doesn't help that there's no concise information on how all the mechanics in that quest work. I used Benny and man, she was really good in that, because she gets the evil bonus in her MP, and the MP still is nice, and the team battery, because you want those Castoria MPs up ASAP. There's a lot to like there. The healing from Trunk Sisters isn't really required for the, so Benny and I feel like is a lot better there. Also, this is 4 Ibuki cards, and all the best ones on turn 1. I think this is gonna be the fail. I think this might be a guaranteed fail. Not sure if I can redeem this. If I can loop Ana MP, there's a chance. In the second wave, that is. There's a chance, but besides that, this might just be a fail. That's like almost the worst case scenario when it comes to the starting hand. It might be possible to loop her MP though, yeah. So in that sense, I'm actually... I guess this is still better to get her more stars. Yeah, okay. Okay. It should be fine. Nice one, Caroline. Because I am thirst. Does Pretender Liz loop this? I have no idea, but I'm guessing no. There's a lot of high HPs here. Also, why is there no music? What happened? Oh, it was just loading or something. Okay, that was weird. It was off for a long time there. Alright, let's see here. I'm not gonna use the MP damage here, I think. I will take the stars, though, to guarantee myself the kill and the refund, hopefully. Easy loop. There you go. I like that her arts card is just like a plus 100% gauge on that overkill crit. Without even having, you know, the arts buffs from Castoria. She just has the MP gain, the team-wide MP gain ups. Pretty nice. This might be redeemable now then. I think this just might be redeemable. Okay. Especially if I land this arch res down. Kabad. No, it whiffed. No. Oh, that's scary, man. Ooh, that's... How high is this magic rest, by the way? I need to check this. I whiffed that quite a bit. Let's see. It is 20% my ass, dude. It's like 50. Fuck off with that. Oh my god, because of that it doesn't work anymore. No! Wait, man, was the Ibuki card enough? Was the quick gonna be hit harder? I bet it was. Oh my god. Because I whiffed the... Dude, that's like the E-Luck run. First of all, I get all the best Ibuki cards on wave 1, right? And then I whiff the 80% to be... I would have cleared, but I would have both of the MPs would have hit harder, and the face card. That was definitely gonna make the difference of that 100k HP. Suck my nuts. That's an E-Luck run right there. Okay, dude. There's like 2 big fails. Oh my god. Yeah, apparently Muramasa is coming on KR in this month. Fucking weird if you ask me, but yeah, that's happening. They're getting Muramasa in November. Who knows what they're gonna do on New Year's then, but yeah, apparently they're getting him in like a few days or something. There you go. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. They get King Hazan too. Well, there you go. Enjoy that one. Really? Yeah, really. I was surprised too, but apparently it's official. It's happening. They're getting Muramasa in November. For God knows why. It's a thing that's happening. I'm sure we get him in New Year still, like, you know, makes sense, but yeah, okay. He's definitely gonna drop on New Year's Day for NA stress, yeah. Definitely nowhere near earlier than that. It's just gonna be flat out when New Year's happens. No, that's for KR, Leptor. I assume you don't play the KR server. NA gets it on New Year's. This should be fine. I can make those crits with this star bomb. Oh, you tried with Pretender Liz on this? So what was the problem? I bet the damage... Yeah, half HP's final wave. Yeah, even with Oberon. Yeah, it's tough, man. Unless you have, like... I mean, even with 2k foes and, like, as high as a Grail over 1 as you can, is still probably not enough. I think it's literally impossible to do it with her here, with 3 turns. It might just be literally impossible, no matter what kind of a Eliza you would have. Oh, well. I mean, it's not like the 90 plus node is still bad stressed. And if you can 6-slot that instead of 5-slotting this, it's still a bit worse apparently for tickets, but not much. It's not a big difference. So, you know, it's still fine to run that node. And if I start to have like a bunch of E-Luck runs, I might just do that as well, honestly. But so far, only 1 run has failed due to bad luck. The other fail was because I was experimenting, and also kind of bad luck as well at the same time, but yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for 5.5 as well, honestly. Yeah. Downclouded again. Alright. Oh my god, did you just bump it back up? You fucker, dude. I literally bumped it down and then he goes to bump it back up. Okay, dude. Okay, I see how it is. He literally bumped it back up, dude. I lowered it. No, someone definitely bumped it up just now. I bumped it to under 10 and then someone made it over 10. I bumped it to like just under 10 because it was so freaking loud, dude. I don't know what happened after that. Someone clearly bumped it to up from that. As lag get okay. Well, your lowering was still, you know, higher than mine, which ended up being, you know, you increasing the volume, I guess, overall. Alright. And I was just about to ask that, you know, yeah, at least if you know your song, because you're a mod that can manage the queue, right? If you know your song is coming up next and you know it's a SoundCloud one, you could probably have the volume be a little bit prepped, if you know what I mean, because that was pretty loud when it started, I'm not gonna lie. Like in that case, you might be able to prepare for it as well, because it's your song, so you're probably expecting it to happen. 800k main mob, yeah. Welcome to 90 plus plus. Fun times ahead. I'm not mad, but you know, I'm just saying it's something we probably should do if possible. Okay. You remember me saying in a previous video I don't use faux pas, kind of wondering who you use them on, if you will at all at once you have enough for 5 cards. That's probably when I would use them, when I have enough to just, you know, immediately max 5 cards. I don't know who on yet though, probably someone I would 120. I hate faux pas because they're the slowest thing ever. It takes like, I forgot how long it is, because I think someone did the math. It's probably over 2 years for one servant without missing a single one. For a full deck. For one servant. Like, how? That is ridiculous. I know it's not honestly the biggest deal ever, but still, it's like, why did they even add that system if it's like the hardest thing ever to max out? It's just, I don't get it, dude. I don't understand. Like, you thought gold foes were bad, and yeah, they kinda are in acquisition rate. Where it's like 9 months on average for one servant if you don't miss any. But they're still far as bad, or far from faux pas. So, yeah. Even shot pause, yeah. I mean, it's not like those happen often anyway. Those are still very, very rare, honestly. Yeah, they just wanted to make, you know, the weekly login a bit better, I guess. So, you know, fair enough. Also, I messed up again. Well, let's see. Hopefully this is still fun. It's not a big difference. You think it's like 2.5 years for one servant? Yeah, that might be correct. That sounds not actually unrealistic. I mean, of all the upgrades you could do for a servant, faux pas are still probably, you know, the least significant. But even then, it's like, kabam, bruh. Kabad. Yeah, I landed a non-100% crit. Which wasn't needed this time, but you know, nice to land it, I guess. I forgot exactly how it works. It's not like, it's not exactly flat damage. It doesn't like add divinity to your cards. Because I'm pretty sure it's a bit better than that. I think it still like helps with stuff like crits deal, you know, percentually more damage, for instance. Which is what divinity would not do. Divinity is literally flat damage on top, however much the number is. It ignores all other calculations and just adds whatever the number is on top, which is in most cases completely worthless. But I'm pretty sure faux pas are not as bad as divinity. I think they at least help crits in a percentage wise. So in that sense, they actually are not bad. But yeah, still like not as impactful as like gold foes adding an extra 1k stats. Yeah, I guess that's the way to look at it, Nuka. You might be right, yeah. It's like 500 more extra attack for the card, yeah. Yeah, I think that might be actually pretty close to the truth. But I'm not sure how the calculation goes then, because it's probably not considered as attack, right? It actually might be on the better side. It might be considered a power mod or something. So it might be even better scaling than an attack buff would be. Not sure about that. I would need to do research, but I'm pretty sure it's not flat damage at least. Which it seems to imply. I think it's a little bit better than that. Certainly on crits you would feel it, the difference a little bit if you have like a maxed card compared to a non-maxed card. Isn't there a command code that literally just adds 1k damage? Yeah, but that's terrible. That's literally the divinity case. That's not like faux pause that power up the card. That's divinity damage, so that one is garbage. You don't want to use that. Unless there was another good effect on the CC that I forgot about. But yeah, if it's just flat, it's the same as CEs that add like, you know, that flat damage. They're terrible. They're just terrible. Yeah, the Shishoku one, for instance, is like the worst 5-star C in the game. So yeah, it scales better than Divinity does. Which, honestly, again, doesn't say much, because Divinity is like the worst scaling thing in the game, because it doesn't scale at all. What about Golden Sumo? Sumo is actually great, because it scales with your attack. That's not flat damage. So the higher your servant's attack is, the higher bonus you get from it. It's as simple as that. And it is considered an attack buff. So, you know, it's best on servants that have like a high attack, but they also don't have an attack buff in their own kit. So like someone like Hijikata, for instance, it would be great on him. He has a buster up in his kit, but he doesn't have an attack up, and his attack is high as a 5-star berserker. Also, what did I just do? I don't think I fucked up, did I? No. Oh, okay, I didn't. Except that I need to press this one. Yeah, exactly, Steph. Best C for summer 1 CQs? I don't know about that, honestly. Yeah, sure, it ignores the damage resistance. But, honestly, in my opinion, the best Cs for that CQ are like, you know, MP gain or Prisma Cosmos C, and then you're gonna use servants that have like a ton of dots in their MPs or amplifiers, or both in the best case. That's still gonna be a better strat than, you know, doing divinity damage, in my opinion. So it's still, even in that sense, it's still not the best case scenario. It's a working case at least that time, but it's not like the best case scenario. Ice cream. Ibuki is a lot bigger than you thought she was. Oh yeah, she's a big waifu. Even Saber has a really big sprite. What was the name of the most recent 5-star assassin in JP? Koen Shaku, but that's the Japanese way. It's like Huyan Juo, something like that. Probably can't tell the spelling from that because I can't pronounce Chinese, but yeah, I just call her Koen Shaku because I can't read the Chinese. It's too difficult to pronounce. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there you go. That's the one, Stress, yeah. Just call her Pancake Girl. Yeah, sure. That works too. Although if you Google that, you probably won't find her. That might be a problem. According to Wiki, it's a flat attack for the footprints. So it is just added attack then. But again, it's not flat damage, right? That's still a big difference. Divinity is flat damage, no scaling. At least flat attack still scales with, like, you know, all the damage buffs out there, basically. So, you know, yeah, that's not bad then, I guess. What if they change Divinity to flat attack? Then it wouldn't be worthless. Isn't that much better? I mean, it would not make like the biggest difference ever, but it would be a lot better because as is, it's like pretty damn useless. Wait, is your length or like height actually 1.8 meters? Surely that's not the case, Alex. You must be way bigger than that. Is that like official numbers? Yeah, true Kalak, yeah. That sounds correct. She shrinks herself in Chaldea like Gorgon. Ooh, right. They do the Pokemon thing where, you know, apparently they just have the ability to shrink. It's just a canonical thing. But you know what? Okay. Divinity is more of a demerit in this game than advantage. Honestly, considering how little it does for the player as an upside, I agree, honestly. I think Divinity is a demerit. It's more of a demerit because of all the anti-divine mechanics you see in bosses and challenge quests. It's actually true, because it will never really make a difference in you winning something, but it can make a difference in, like, Servant not only doing worse, but maybe being completely